hang loose until some folks get on here. I don't see anybody on here now. How you feeling, Maddie?
Good.
Good. We got the gun safe built today. That took us half a dang day. It's we got it out of Walmart. It's a mossy oak, and it's a screwed together. It's got carriage bolts on it, and boy, I'll tell you what, they made the holes for the carriage bolt to go in too small. So it was we had a heck of a time getting those bolts in, and that's what took us so long. Each one we spent a good 10-15 minutes on. But we got her up, and it's working. Hello. Hey, who popped in? Should I stand my phone up here? There we go. Oh, what's this down here? Okay, Jim, how you doing, buddy? Hey, you see they tried to get Trump. What a bummer. It just seems kind of odd to me that somebody get in one of those rallies. I don't know what you guys think, but that didn't sound like a handgun to me. It sounded like a rifle. You know, I watched it on 3 different shows where people were going back over it, and I was listening to it, and I'm telling you the truth, that did not sound like a handgun. But I could be wrong. Yeah, interesting times. I saw on one they said it was a British national, and then I saw on another one it was a Chinese national. So we won't find out what's going on yet for a day or two of who the heck was trying to get them. But we pretty much know who it is. And there were so many of these newscasters and a lot of people talking on. I watched on YouTube. They were calling that's what was going to happen. You know, they can't get him out. You know, they're looking at a landslide. Biden don't want to leave, and if he did, my goodness, look who'd come in, the cackling hyena. Jeez, we'd be the laughing stock of the world, and that's what they want, so they can keep, dipping and getting all this money and becoming multimillionaires. You think these guys would have enough money by now? But I watched a guy on. Oh, he's a financial advisor, and he had $1,000 he started with, and he's worth a little over 10 million now. And he said a few years back he started copying whatever Nancy Pelosi did when it came to stocks and bonds and stuff. He's rich now. They all do that stuff. Martha Stewart goes to jail, and they'll never go to jail. They're never going to get any of them. And they're never going to let us know what's really going on. Now, who else popped in there? I see a couple more in there. But yeah, it's a real shame. I wonder, how many people behind him got hit. They had all them shots and stuff. I'm wondering. They said there's a spectator dead, and then of course the shooter. So I'd like to see some more footage on that. I'd like to see some of the people that were there, their footage on their cell phone. I'd like to see that popping up on YouTube, but who knows? Maybe they're taking their phones before they leave. You never know what they're going to do. Figure out what the hell's going on with this thing. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Jim. I feel a little bit better today. My dang back is so sore right now, and I just don't feel 100%. Of course, that chemo it puts you all out of whack. It just makes you. I'm just out of whack. That's all there is to it. They had me these really good pain pills. They're a morphine pain pill, and they work. You eat one of these babies, and the pain's gone. But I got to stop taking them because I'm like forgetting stuff. I'll be right in the middle of talking to somebody. Whatever I was talking about was gone. Just poof. It's gone out of my head, and I can't get it back. And I thought, boy, that's not good. I don't want to get old timer's disease, But so I quit taking them. I got a whole pile of them here, though. They gave me a bottle with like 60 of them in there, and there's 4 refills on it. Because I guess this doctor there that's taking care of me, they don't want you to be in pain. Some of them do. If you get a like an Arabian doctor or something, they'll give you the crappiest pain medication they got, a Tylenol or an aspirin or something like that. They don't care if you feel like crap. But this guy, this stuff I'm telling you, this I forget what the hell it's called, but it's a morphine product, and boy, I'll tell you what, within 15 minutes of taking that thing, you're like, what pain? There's no pain. So I don't know. We're still looking for a buggy. There's a lot of them around here. If you drive around this area, you see a lot of them sitting out in front of houses with a sign in them. Looks like pretty nice buggies too. So something's going to happen. Something's going to happen down the road here, and we'll get a buggy. But the kids and I, we had a lot of fun. Hey Joseph, how you doing? Biden winner. What's a Biden winner? Joseph. Yeah. But we had a lot of fun building the safe. I just couldn't believe how long it took. It's not it's going to keep the kids out of it, and a snatch and grabber. If somebody got in here, it'll keep them. But it's not any kind of super duper safe or anything like that. It's a sheet metal safe, and but it's all we need here. I want to keep everything put away. That way the kids won't get their hands on the firearms. I like to keep, like the pistol, I like to keep that loaded. I got the key in my pocket and ready to go. We anchored it to the wall too. I'm afraid of it tipping over. It's pretty heavy. For being a sheet metal safe, it's real heavy. And I don't want it falling over on the kids, so we bolted it to the wall. Let's see. Yeah, Joseph, I don't know what you mean. Biden winner, Biden or Trump. It looks like, from what I'm seeing on the analysts and stuff, that it's like a landslide in the House and Senate for Trump. That's what these guys who do this are saying right now. Because Biden, he looked. You feel bad. It's like senior abuse. What they put him out there, and it's a shame. When are these guys going to just go home and play with the grandkids? Everybody looks forward to retiring. Not these people. They never want to retire. They want to work until their foot's in the grave. I don't get that. I was happy when I retired. I didn't want to work anymore. So, but yeah, they shot him in the ear. And then I saw a bunch of people saying, "Oh, it's a headshot. And, there's the Antichrist and all this stuff." I was watching that on some of the comments on some of these channels I was looking at, the lives I was looking at today. It's like, no, it was a massive head wound where everybody thought he was dead. This was just, they grazed him in the ears, what it looked like. But it seemed kind of odd to me. He put his hand up to his ear, and then he pulled his hand away, and there was no blood on it. Now, if he got shot in the ear, your head bleeds like crazy. You get a cut on your head, it bleeds. It's really something. But he put his hand up like this and then pulled it away. And one guy had him, going frame by frame on there, and there was no blood on his hand. That, to me, seemed very odd. Seemed really odd. And it seemed also odd, too, the people that were behind him weren't, like, running for cover, to get the hell out of there. They hunched down, but still, they stayed there. Me, I'd been trying to get anywhere away from him as fast as I could, but who knows? Who knows what's going on? But these folks, I saw a lot of comments in there saying, "Well, good, I wish they would have got him," and all this stuff. It's like, come on. These dang political guys, they're all on the same team. And, people are happy that somebody gets shot. I mean, come on. That's crazy talk. To me, that's just odd as hell. Who else popped in there? Just Jim and Joseph. It's all I see right now. My dang hands are still, I get this neuropathy, my hands are still hurting. We went grocery shopping on the bike the other day, and I got to get, I need a bigger hand grip. I thought I was going to have trouble with my left hand. It's the right hand that's giving me trouble for, because my hands sweat, and then that thing gets slippery, so I got to squeeze it harder, and then, oh man, all the way up into my wrist. My arm is sore. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
That's my little guy. There's my little buddy right there. Huh? Say hello. Say hello out there in YouTube land.
Hi.
It's my little Geronimo. He's a good boy. They all helped me. He was climbing inside the safe today and getting all the castellated nuts put on, getting those screwed on because he fits in there. Oh, there's your little buddy. That's Bubbles, huh? I got him this little Bubbles dog for his birthday. I don't care where he goes, he takes that with him. So that, I guess it was a good gift. Yeah, you know something? I'm thinking everybody's got a cell phone and everybody's, taping. And I don't know. There's got to be, somebody before the guy fired the shots said there's a guy up on the roof. So people should have turned around with their phones and started looking. So there's going to be, you can't get away with nothing, it seems like, anymore. It's crazy stuff. But to shoot the guy, I mean, come on. I mean, that's just nutty as can be. But they've done it. Look, they did it to Kennedy. They shot at Reagan. Look how many of these presidents were assassinated, just for a political ideology. Come on. I don't want to shoot nobody, whether I like them. If you don't like somebody, stay away from them. And I hear all these dang Hollyweirds saying, yeah, if they get shit, I'll leave the country. But none of them ever do. Where are they going to go? Where the hell are they going to go? Don't do that, Mom. Yeah, where the heck are they going to go? They're going to go to another place.
They're going to go right
What are they going to
here.
do? Go to Canada?
No, right here.
You got Trudeau up there. He's about a really crazy guy. Gee, thanks, buddy.
What?
Bubbles.
Dun.
Bubbles the puppy dog.
Bubbles the wonder dog.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Yeah, we had a good dinner tonight. My wife is getting to be the best spaghetti maker. But we didn't have any oregano this time, and you need some oregano on there. But boy, it was good spaghetti. I gobbled it up. It's not Filipino spaghetti, it's Italian spaghetti. Boy, was it good. It was real good. Anybody else out there got any thoughts on what's going on? I see I got about 7 people on there. Oh, I got a couple thumbs up too. Cool. Yeah, I don't get too many on the channel. I can't. For some reason, they don't let me broadcast it. If I did a short and say, okay, at this certain time, I'm going to be on. That's the only way I would know how to broadcast it. But.
Matthew, are you going to church tomorrow? You?
Yeah, you're going tomorrow, right, Maddie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they go to church tomorrow. Let's see, who do we got? Jim. Yeah, it seemed kind of odd to me. And like I say, I could be way off base and I could be wrong, but I swear that did not sound like a handgun. It sounded like an AR, is what it sounded like. They got their own sound. Every gun's got its own sound. And it didn't sound like a handgun. Handgun's just a boom. It's a big blast because you got all that unburnt barrel charging out of the barrel. But with a rifle, it's more focused. And it sounded to me like an AR. So, what are you gonna do? The guy missed. And I saw a lot of people on there saying it's a setup and all this kind of stuff. And he's got WWE fake blood he put on his ear. But I do believe his ear should have been bleeding a hell of a lot more than it was. Now he knows what. Now he knows what Evander Holyfield feels like. Yeah, Gilbert. That's exactly what it sounded like, and I've shot them quite a bit. That's what they sound like. So how are you going to get that thing in there past all this security and stuff? That makes me think it's got to be an inside job. Somebody in the Secret Service let that happen. No, how you doing, buddy? I got my little buddy. He comes over here by me all the time. You give me lots of hugs, don't you, mister? Huh? My beautiful boy. All right, come on. Don't push any buttons, please.
Boom.
200 to 300 feet. Yeah, that just seems odd to me. That we shoot at a milk jug out. We got it hanging from a tree, and the kids shoot the BB gun, and it's hard to miss. It just seems odd, but the bunch of people. I couldn't believe a lot of the comments. Boy, I wish they'd have got him, and so many people. Why would you want anybody dead? On top of shade. I'll say on top of shade. I don't know what you mean on top of shade. But somebody said he was up on the roof. Somebody hollered before the shooting started. There's a guy up on the roof. That's what they hollered. But I still don't know. Like I say, one thing said it was a British national, and another one said it was a Chinese national. So I don't know. I don't know what that is. What's going on? Shed. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Pete. How you doing, buddy? You see that, Pete? They tried to get old Trump. Bastards. That's a real bummer. That is such a bummer. You don't like somebody, you don't like their ID, so you go shoot them. Oh, man, they got laws against that stuff. What are you going to do?
Here, Pop, can I show you the shooter?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Take a look at what happened.
Maddie's watching that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you listen to that, you hear the
He
sound
was
of
on
that?
the roof.
You hear the sound of that gun? I swear that sounds like an AR.
It sounded like a.
Especially when I go up to the gun range, there's a lot of guys. Everybody's got an AR now. I mean, you go up to the shooting range, and these guys are all sitting there. And when you're a good distance away from them, they got that. They got the sound, and you can say, "Oh, there's an AR." And then when somebody's shooting something else, you say, "Oh, what are they? They're shooting something different." Maybe a bolt-action rifle or something like that. But they got their own sound. It's just like the difference between a 4-cylinder and an 8-cylinder. So, what else we got on the government? Yeah, there was one guy hollering on there. At least that's what one of the media said. I didn't hear it. I was watching some of these like slow motion films, and it just caught me as odd. He gets shot in the ear, and that's going to bleed like crazy. And then he puts his hand up like this, and then when he pulled his hand away, there was no blood at all, none on his hand. That was odd to me. And then I wonder how many people behind him got shot. How many people that were behind him got hit.
He got shot on top of the ear. I can see the blood.
Yeah. That's a real shame. All right, Jim. Yeah. There you go, Jim. You're probably right. Yeah, that's for sure. What you doing, Mo? Watch out! Don't knock the phone over. No, okay. You being my little buddy today?
Mm-hmm.
He's being a hug bear today, guys. You're making the phone go crooked.
But I have a question. How many years have you been vlogging?
About 5.
How many subscribers do you have?
A few thousand, almost 4,000. But they take my subscribers away. I was up to 10, 12,000, and then all of a sudden I lost huge chunks. So, yeah, really crazy. Hey, Stone, how you doing? Well, I'll tell you the truth. I'm glad they didn't get him. That's for sure. But also, the other thing that seemed really odd to me was when the Secret Service, usually when there's shooting going on like that, they grab them and they get them the hell out of there like right now. And there's nothing they could say. There's nothing they could do. Those guys grab him and get him out. And they left his head wide open, and they let him, put his arm up and do all this kind of stuff. That was another thing that seemed odd. I remember when Reagan got shot, man, they jumped on him and shoved him into the car, and they were gone. Look at he split. So.
Papa.
What?
They found the shooter.
Yeah, the shooter's dead. They killed him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they killed him.
Yeah, they found the shooter.
Yeah, so he isn't going to tell what the hell was going on or who hired him or why he did it or anything like that. Unless he's got a manifesto somewhere that he wrote and left in his mother's basement or something like that. You never know. But to go, just to me, I just don't get that. To shoot somebody because you don't like their political affiliation, to me, that is just insanity. That's just crazy as can be. Those people need to be put in an asylum somewhere. But he made it. And you'll get a lot of the crazy saying he's the Antichrist and all that. But the Antichrist comes back from a devastating head wound. That everybody thinks he's dead. Well, nobody thinks Trump is dead. They seen him. He got
Well, watching
grazed in the ear.
Donald Trump get shot by a rifle in the ear.
Yep.
I am too.
Yep. Even my kid said it sounded like a rifle. Huh, Maddie? Didn't sound like a pistol.
Move.
Pistol's blap. My snake hands hurt so bad today. Holding on to the pliers to try to get this, to get that safe built. It really was, they didn't stamp the holes the right size. There are square holes in them for the carriage bolts, and they were stamped too small so that I had to hold the thing to get the nuts started with a pair of pliers. And I was thinking, gosh dang, these guys, this is what they do for a living. They make these safes, and it's crappy, but at least the kids can't get their hands on the firearms and stuff, which is really good. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, Alan Tracker. How you doing, buddy? That's our buddy in the Philippines, our man in the Philippines. Let's see if I can get the other phone because I can't see this thing. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got our buddy, our island tracker. He's getting all his stuff ready, visas and things, and finding out all the red tape to deal with in the Philippines. Boy, they got their paperwork upon paperwork and enough to drive you nuts. Oh yeah, how come they didn't know you had guns? I got my kids out just about every day shooting a BB gun. We have hang targets from the tree. Maddie, I can put him out a small bottle, like a 12-ounce bottle, and he'll plaster that thing just about every time. But Dorothy and Mumu, they just keep missing, and I don't want them to lose interest, so I put a gallon milk jug for them. So they shoot at that one, and when they hit it with the pellet gun, it goes completely through it, and it makes it, you hit it because it's loud. So that keeps them interested in it. So we go out there. We were out again today shooting the pellet gun after we were done with the safe, and just have a blast. The kids have a blast doing that, and I like shooting it too. But Maddie, he's my crack shot. He'll be the one getting me the squirrel for the squirrel gravy. Yeah, that's the kids bought me this for my birthday. They got me a robe. I like red, white, and blue. Well, this is red, white, blue, and black. It's not. It's warm. It's like a terry cloth. It's not. I don't think it's wool, but it's warm. We had the air conditioner on, and everybody else in here hot. I get cold. I mean, I get cold really easy. You know, with all this chemo crap, and so it's nice to have this to throw over my shoulders. My hands are ice cold right now, and they are not feeling good. I was holding them pliers and squeezing. I was getting Charlie horses in my fingers. Ain't that a bummer? Charlie horse in your hand. Crazy. Tree. Yeah, I always, the kids have a lot of fun. Faye comes out and shoots too. You know, we all get out there. It's like a family thing. I want these kids to know how to shoot. And I'm going to get down the road here. Not now. We got too much other stuff we got to do. But I want to get a pellet pistol too, so they can learn how to do the pistol. And just have to be a little bit more careful with that, because you know, keep their fingers off the trigger, make sure they do the safety, and keep it pointed in a safe direction. Dorothy and I were out shooting the other day, and the cops were up the street, and there was some kind of altercation between these two women up in the building. And he came down and turned around, stopped, and was watching us for a while. And Dorothy, it was really cool because she didn't miss the whole time he was there. She didn't miss.
What is your ear made out of?
Skin.
No,
It's made out of human
No, the inside of it.
blood. Okay, come on, I'm doing live. Let's see what you got on tracker here. Yeah, usually Island Tracker, it's pretty hot there. I never minded it. I never thought it was hot. I've had a couple hot days here where I thought it was hot, but we're on the third floor, and this place was built in 1962, so they didn't really worry about insulation. And we have a cathedral ceiling in here, and boy, I could feel the heat. You know, if you hold a thermometer up, if I put it up over my head, it's 10 degrees hotter up by my head than it is down by your feet. I mean, this place doesn't, it's not vented right. We got a big exhaust fan in there, but it's all broken. And I don't think they're going to fix it. You know, the fan's smacking onto something metal in there, and I told Faye, don't run that thing. You're going to start a damn fire. So, you know, that would be nice to run that, but it's not quiet. But they have ceiling fans that they put in the rooms here, and boy, I don't know who installed them, but they did a fantastic job because they don't shake at all. You know. Let's see. Oh yeah, it always gets pretty hot in Texas. My hottest that I ever spent, I was in Dallas, and we went down this lake. When you walked into the lake, the water was hot. And during the course of the day, it went down about a foot. This big lake, it was probably about a 20-acre lake. You know, they didn't have boats or anything on it. It was just for swimming. It wasn't real deep either. Even out in the center, it was maybe only 15 feet deep out in the center of it. And from the time we got there, it went down a foot. You could see it. You could see it on the dock where it went down. You know, all that water was evaporating. And a lot of people had, they had remote starters for their cars. Before those became popular, the people in Dallas, everybody had one of them. And they would fire their car up with the air conditioner on full blast before they would even leave the house. So I just keep the car in the garage, but you know, I guess they don't have the room or something. But that was the hottest place I was ever at. Was there, and I lived up in Victorville and went to the Mojave Desert all the time, and I used to help a guy doing roofing and stuff like that. And he says, "Man, I don't know how you can stand that." They would all quit working at around 11 o'clock, 11 till 1. They just didn't do nothing. I'd be up there working. Didn't bother me. And they were like, "Man, I can't believe you're still working up there." I said, "Well, hey, you're paying me. I'm gonna work. I'm not gonna go hang out for 2 hours. I want to go home. I'm gonna work my 8 hours and get the hell out of here. I don't want to stay here an extra 2 hours." He said, "Okay, yeah, because that's what I do. I put my 8 in and I go." But yeah, Dallas was not one I liked. I was in Houston too for a while. I got cousins out there. That it wasn't as hot there, but that place was smelly. It had a really weird odor when I was down in Houston. Must be because of all the oil and the derricks and rigs and stuff, but it had just a real odd smell to me, and I just couldn't get rid of it. Even after I got home, a couple days after I got home, if I went like this to my nose, I'd get that smell again. This musty crap smell. So I didn't think much. I don't think I would want to live in Houston at all. Let's see. Well, me, I know a lot of people said, "Oh, well, the Philippines, it gets real hot there," but I never, if the power goes out, you don't got a fan. But we never ran air conditioner when I was there. We just had fans going. And we had one day, and the whole time I was there, in 11 years I was there, we had one day where I was laying in bed and I was just dripping, and you couldn't sleep. It was just too damn hot. But the power went out, so we had no fans, nothing to help cool you off. And where we lived, the first place we lived, the power would go out for 3-4 days, and they didn't care. Hey, Jason. Well, just keep watching. I knew something was wrong with me, Jason. I couldn't put my finger on it, but something was wrong, and the doctors in the Philippines they don't care. Take an aspirin, you'll be fine. They really don't care. And then when I got here, that first doctor that looked me over, I felt better. After I got here, I started feeling better, and I said, okay, maybe it's just in my head. And then I started feeling funny again, and that guy diagnosed me within 15 minutes of him looking me over. So, yeah. See, I don't like air conditioning. We are using it here, but it doesn't cool the whole place. It only cools the living room. I don't care what you do in this place. It's not big enough. They need to have 2 air conditioners in here, or a much bigger one. What?
Yuck.
Okay, don't break your neck, bub. You be careful. Hey, enough. Don't make thudding on the floor. The neighbors are downstairs. They're home now. These kids, when we lived over at the other apartment, there was a lady upstairs. She was like 450 pounds. And she didn't walk much. She was in like a wheelchair, but when she would walk, man, it was like thunder in our apartment. And her husband was a big fella too. He had to go 350. Well, I hope I'm getting better. They're still having, the kidneys still aren't up to snuff, and they say we were going to test me for these amyloids. I got to go in for that test on Monday. I got three tests on Monday, and when the doctor was telling me we're going to test for amyloids, I said, well, I must have them. If the kidneys aren't clearing up, then I have to have these. What would keep it from healing up? So. That's the way it goes. All right, Brevis, there you go. But yeah, I have to say I'm feeling somewhat better. I wish my hands would start working again. I can't seem to do anything. I got so much stuff I want to get done, and I can't because my hands don't work. And they hurt. It hurts all the way down into here. The tendons are all strung. And today I was getting Charlie horses. If I bent my fingers like this, they were locking up, and I had to take my other hand and peel it back open. And boy, it hurts. You get a Charlie horse in your hand, they hurt like a son of a gun. But yeah, I was thinking though that crap with Trump getting shot at, they got to have somebody inside. They say, oh, that's a really hard thing to, on a big outside thing like that to watch for. But I swear it had to be a rifle. It definitely didn't sound like a handgun. And if you're going to be, 300 feet away, you don't want to use a handgun to place your shots. Hey Wes, how you doing, buddy? All right, there's our buddy Wes. Are you down on your farm already, or haven't you made it yet? You see that, Wes? They went after old Trump. They Tysoned him. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ah, okay. Good. Yeah, that's a heck of a nice place. He got a nice hacienda down there, guys. And it's a good place. If you speak Spanish, it's a good place to go. If you don't speak Spanish, there's hardly any English down there, from what I hear. So you'd be lost unless you knew Spanish. Now they got them dang things where the translators. I watched a thing on somebody on YouTube had a thing where they were rating the different translators, and they said which one they thought was the best. They're going to rate them, and I was amazed. It had a boatload of languages in there, and they had it set up for auto, so if somebody started talking, it would start printing out what they were saying in your language. So that was pretty cool. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, what a bummer. What a stinking bummer. What you got there, Mo?
Is this is like a straw, but you don't steal it. I think it's out the fruit. Oh, yeah, purple.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, me. I've been going to bed early lately. Instead of, kids were staying up till like midnight. Me, it seemed about 9, 10 o'clock, I about had it. It's already 10. But I've been sleeping in a little bit longer than usual. Usually I was always up by 3:30. I've been getting up at like 7 now. I guess I need to sleep. This thing, chemo's got my body all beat. They had me stop taking the blood thinner because of the biopsies. I got a bone marrow biopsy Monday, then I got that amyloid biopsy, and then I got a breathing test, and they're gonna do a echocardiogram on the heart. They said that going through this stem cell, it's tough on the heart, so they want to make sure that my heart is up to it. And I just had one when I went into the hospital over the weekend last month. They did one, and the heart doctor came in and said, "No, you're good." He says your heart's in good shape. And they all tell you the cholesterol's up, and once you take the Lipitor and get stupid. And no, I ain't taking that. You ain't giving me that crap. Your whole brain's made out of cholesterol. Yeah, I don't know. I sure would like to have a little bit more information about that shooter. Right now everything's sketchy. I'm not buying anything yet. But if he was a citizen of the U.S. or what, but I don't know. I think there's going to be a huge landslide, and that would really be something if he took the House and the Senate. That would really be something. You talk about a guy who'd be able to get a lot of stuff done. That'd be great. Fix the crap that's going on instead of just saying you're going to fix it. These politicians, they don't want to fix anything. None of them do. Let's see, what do we got here? Sorry about that. All right, sounds like a moose. That's a moose call. Elk call. That sounds like, elk call. All right. Let me do this here without making too much noise, little buddy. Okay. All right.
No, I'm Cal, and my name is Moo.
I know what your name is. I gave you your name.
Geronimo, the fiercest chief.
That's right. Yep. Never give up, never surrender. That's what Geronimo did. He said he should have kept fighting until he was the last man alive. Tough old bastard. I like that guy. That was my motto in school. Never give up, never surrender. Okay, what do you got there, Wes? Okay, I can't read this way down there. Well, you wanna get me some water out of the fridge, Mo? Take my jug with you. I gotta watch drinking, make sure I get enough water going through me. Keep the kidneys clear. All right, let's see what we got here. Wes is in there. Yeah, they're horrible people. You look at these
Will you
Dems.
hold this for me?
Even the Democratic women are funny looking.
Will you hold this for me?
Yeah, I'll hold that for you. Thank you, buddy. I'm having a hard time getting lids or anything open the way my hands are working. They're not getting better. They're giving me these pills
You're welcome.
just for for my hands. I just quit taking them. If I take them or if I don't take them, it's the same. So that's another chemical I don't need in me. So I quit taking them because they weren't doing anything. They said, "Oh, this is going to make it so it's not doesn't hurt so bad." Well, that's not the case. Yeah, that's what I needed. Good shot of water. Let's see. Yeah, well, there were so many people on social media saying that's what was going to happen. So they couldn't get him out. But I was thinking they would just do what they did last time. That's what I was thinking they were going to do. It worked for them once. Why not do it again? Because nobody did anything about it. They hemmed and hawed. I watch these staying Republicans. They get into these hearings and they just, everybody says this is Jim Jordan. He's such a great guy. He doesn't do anything. He just talks about it. And he sounds great. And you can watch him on TV. But you know what? He doesn't do shit, that guy. Nothing. They let him get away with it. Oh, those people are horrible. Yeah, Jordan. He just spews out all this crap, and it's great to watch, and you think, oh boy, he ain't doing nothing, that guy. And they all get on there, and then they got that guy from Louisiana, and he has all these hearings and stuff. They don't do anything to anybody. Nothing. And then the guy from the VA, they were grilling him the other day, and they said, if we make this law, are you going to listen to it? And the guy's like, no, I'm not going to listen to it. It's against the Constitution. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. So I was like, okay, I kind of like that guy. But these guys make these laws, and they think they're some kind of king or something.
Papa, what's the shit chip?
Put it back in there. Put it back inside. That's for the cell phone. I don't think it works anymore.
Is it the microchip?
Oh, all right, come on, cut me some slack, bub. Okay, you should be in bed, buddy. It's late. Why don't you go in there and lay down? Yeah, they make a big fuss like that. Maxine Waters, where she says, "You see them, you make a crowd, you get out there, blah blah blah," and it's like, leave the people alone. They want to go out and have dinner, and you're going to get in their face while they're having dinner. I mean, come on, give me a break. These liberal Democrats are kind of kooky. Well, good thing they didn't get him. That's all I can say. I'm glad they didn't get him. But so many of these, a lot of these religious fanatics are saying, "Oh, he's the Antichrist. We can't vote him in." Well, if you read about what happened to the Antichrist, he had a devastating head wound that you wouldn't live through, not a grazing of the ear. So That's all a bunch of crap. But they'll jump on that real quick and make a big fuss about it. But yeah, I don't know why these guys get away with that kind of crap, saying, yeah, let's off the guy, but by any means necessary. It's a shame. But I still think he'll get in with a landslide. Even with all their cheating, he's got too many numbers. You know, I know some people in Pennsylvania that's all they ever did was pull a straight Democratic ticket. They didn't care about anything. They walked in, they pulled the one lever, and they walked out. You know, because that's the way Grandpappy did it. And these people are saying, no, you know what? I ain't gonna do that anymore. You know, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked by some of these people. You know, and some of the union guys I knew, they're all these liberal Democrats, and you know, I don't get it. I had one guy tell me, he said he thought that Michelle Obama was the most beautiful woman in the world. I said, that's really a shame. A dude is the most beautiful woman. It's scary, but those guys, there's a lot of them that are coming around saying, hey, you know, this ain't the people to be affiliated with, but I don't know. I still don't like when, hey, guys, if you're going to start trouble, you can get the hell out of here. But, you know, when he sat up there, I listened to him himself. He said, yeah, well, yeah, take the guns first, and we'll go to court later, you know, with the red flag laws and stuff. So, you know, he's a New York liberal, and that is bad, because that's our teeth to the Constitution, where everybody's armed. They take all your guns off you, then they're going to run roughshod over you and do whatever the hell they want. Oh, I didn't know about that one, Wes. I didn't know that the Secret Service shot people behind Trump. I didn't hear anything about that. I was watching the whole thing. I watched a couple different channels, but no, I didn't know about that. All I saw was there's only like 3 people dead. And the shooter, of course, they're going to get rid of the shooter. You can't have him living because he would talk. You know, they got ways of getting information out of people now. And there's nothing you can do about it. And on something like that, they're going to get the information out of them. So, hi, sweetheart.
Good night, Papa.
Oh, good night, baby doll. I love you, honey. You're my precious. Say hi. Say hi, everybody out in YouTube land.
Hello.
Hello,
My
YouTube
beautiful
land.
Dorothy. You too, huh? I missed you around a minute.
Hello, YouTube land.
There you go.
Don't you talk about He's not actually gonna do it. You gotta watch it till the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It seemed odd to me. I think if I was sitting there and he just got grazed in the ear, I don't know if I would have ducked down. I would have been trying to get out of the line of fire. I think I would have headed, you know, east or west as fast as I could. And these people just all hunched and was looking. That seemed a little bit odd. And with all those bullets that were fired at him, you know, after he ducked down, that guy just started boom, 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 boom. They said about 10 shots or so. I heard 6, I heard 10. And how many people got hit with those? Because you could see, now if this guy was up on a roof, that means he was shooting down. All those people were in the background behind Trump. Somebody had to get hit. He'd had to hit a bunch of them. So, yeah, it'll all come out. Maybe in 50 years from now. It's like the Kennedy thing. Trump, oh, we're going to open this up and let you know what really happened. They aren't going to do that because it was their own government that did him in. That had Bush written all over it. So, you know, it's a real shame. They didn't like what he was doing. And I wonder if Trump gets in, if they're going to keep after him. You know, I don't think I'd be cruising around with the convertible top down if I was him. It doesn't sound like a good idea. That's for sure. Yeah, how Secret Service couldn't hit anybody behind Trump. The guy was on the roof. Of course, they're shooting away from him. Well, I imagine tomorrow we'll have a lot more information on what was going on. I'm surprised. Usually, when something like this happens, the news media's got the guy's picture up of who did it, and they've got information on who he is and all this stuff. And they don't have that this time. Well, those are union cops. They're union guys. You know, all those guys are liberal Democrats. And the policing in Pennsylvania, the cops there, boy, I'll tell you what, there's some of them guys are just nasty. I mean, they think they're king shit of the world, and can tell you what to do and all this stuff. You know, they're not cool at all. You know, I've had a few run-ins with some of them. They used to come into my gun shop, and I used to do all their work for free, so they'd leave me alone. And you know, most of them, they'd come in always in groups. You know, 3 or 4 of them, while I was doing their gun work, because I'd do it while they wait. And you'd listen to these guys talking. They had some kind of weird, you know, stuff going on in their head, and they laugh about it. Yeah, we get to beat people up, and we get away with it. You know, I'm like, geez. You know, and you hear their stories, how they drug an old lady out of the car and kicked her in the side of the head because she wouldn't do as they said. You know, yeah, I don't go for that stuff.
But I'm bad at this game, so I can't get them. Oh, don't kill time, please. What?
Absolutely, Wes. They all just pull that straight Democratic ticket. They don't think for themselves. That's the problem I see with a lot of these libs. They let somebody else do their thinking for them. They're lazy. They're, you know, mentally lazy. They let somebody else do their thinking, and they're going to do what Grandpappy did because that's what he did. You know, things change. You got to look at it. But this coming election, I voted every election since Reagan, and you want to know something? I don't even think I'm going to vote this time. I don't know. My whole life, every single time I voted, it was for the lesser of two evils. And I just sit back. It's like, gosh, dang it. But who knows? Old Biden, he don't want to. I watched a fellow on there saying he's got 3,000 delegates already, and they only need 1,800 or something like that. So they said they're not going to be able to oust him out of there. And President Poopy Pants. It's a shame. That's a real shame. That'd be pretty embarrassing to crap your pants. At least I hope they got a good pair of Depends for the guy. But his wife, she's kind of weird. I was watching after it. She said, "Oh, he answered every question, and he did this and that." And I'm looking at this woman going, you know, there's something off about that lady. And then you look at this Whoopi Goldberg. She just had a run-in with that little tiny judge. I can't think of the judge's name, but she had a big fit, walked off the show, telling her to get the F out and all this sort of stuff. This is how these people act. They're loony. They're loony. You know, you want to hear both sides of the stuff. I don't care. I know a lot of people that are liberal Democrats. I got one brother. He's about as liberal as you can get. That's his opinion. You know, I got mine. He's got his. So I just don't get it. Leo from Frio. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll be cutting it anytime soon there, Leo. I gotta be Santa Claus this year again. I'm Santa Claus every year. Huh, guys? Hi, Maddie.
Huh?
I said I'm Santa Claus every year, huh? I'm skinny
Yeah.
Santa Claus now, man. Did I lose the weight? I'm starting to pick a little bit back up though, which is good. That's real good. About time actually. But they give me this Ensure to drink. Why don't you grab me one of them while you're there?
The what?
Can you grab me an Ensure? I forgot to take the one after dinner. And doctor was saying you need to put the weight on because he said it was a good thing I had the weight to lose. So I lost, it was like 90 pounds altogether. Yeah,
It's
Wes.
opened.
Thank you. I think they're gonna keep after him. You know, next time next time they won't miss. But I don't know. He better keep his head down and watch out. Like I would like to see him get in and turn things around. That would really be something if he got in and got the House and the Senate. You watch them damn turncoat Republicans will go against him. Guarantee it. You know, because those guys are all they're just Democrats. These rhinos. That's all they are is Democrats, and they run in a district for a Republican because they can't get in otherwise. But there's a lot of them. I mean, you look at them; they look like they're crazy. What's that one guy out there? The Mormon dude. He's got the big gray hair. He looks like Frankenstein. You know, like there's something wrong inside his cranium. But I think you're right, Wes. It's not going to be the last time. They'll do it again, and it'll be soon. They're just scared to death of having him in, and he's not going to be running for re-election again. But he still hasn't announced who he's going to have for VP, and that that sucks. Hey, how you doing? It says the guy Jason's Karaoke Club and random things. There we go. That's the first time I seen you on there. Yeah, I tell you what though, this thing about them going after him, it seemed kind of odd, you know, the way that the people weren't scattered. I mean, you got a guy. I'm sitting behind a dang candidate. And he just gets hit in the ear with a bullet. I'm not just going to duck down. I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge. You know, there ain't no way I'm going to duck down. Yes. Maybe they couldn't move. Maybe they had them fenced in on either side. I don't know. I'd definitely like to have a little bit more information on what's going on. there's a couple good live streamers that are doing stuff right now that they're doing slow motion of his hand, and that was the thing that really just seemed so odd to me. Guy gets shot in the air, that's going to bleed like crazy. Head wounds bleed like crazy. He puts his hand up to his ear like this, and then when they show him pulling his hand away, there's not a drop of blood on it. Hey, Wooly, how you doing, buddy? Ain't that a bummer? They tried to get old Trumpy. Yeah, Paulie, I've been watching some of your stuff about your pizza oven and all that kind of stuff, but they keep wanting me to log in to make a comment, and I don't remember what the heck the password was for that one. And then when I try to get it, it goes to a phone number I don't have anymore, and it won't let me change the phone numbers because they want to get a hold of you and say it's you. So I kind of got screwed on that, or otherwise I would be commenting and giving you a thumbs up and stuff like that. But I watch your vlogs. My little ones, they got this new, we go up to this gas station up here, they got this new, it's like a bag of chips, but it's got all kinds of different ones in it. And boy, every time we go up to the store, that's the one they want. And they always give me the pretzels out of there because they don't like the pretzels. I don't like pretzels, so I can't remember what the name of it was, but when we go in the store, it's right on the corner. The guy's got loads of them. And the kids, they just love them. My wife likes them. And they look pretty good, but for me, I was never a big one on eating that kind of stuff, so. Okay. Yeah, okay, Paulie. Yeah, I hope they don't get him, but they're going to keep at it. I'd hate to see him get in and start doing some good things, and then they get him. But I don't know who he's going to have for VP. He's not going to be running again. I hope he gets somebody good. He hasn't. I don't know why they're waiting so long to say. We already know Biden's VP. The laughing hyena. Yeah, my little daughter went to bed because church tomorrow also. It's nice. There's a Filipino lady, real nice Filipino lady that picks us up and takes us over there and brings us home. Very nice lady. So that's pretty cool. But it won't be long. We'll have a buggy. I'm doing my best to save for it. Huh, Mr. Matty?
Yep.
Yep. But I'll tell you guys again, just so you know, if you see one of them mossy oak gun safes, like a sheet metal gun safe, don't buy it because it's very ill-fitting. It doesn't go together like they tell you in the instructions. Yeah, I like to watch your channel, Paulie. Because I've actually seen you going after pizzas, and when you say it's a good pizza and I see one of them in the store, we grab it. So, our taste must be pretty much the same. But we like pizzas, huh? Don't we, Maddie? I gotta make my own pizza again. When I was younger, I used to make a pizza once a week. Put lots of oregano on it, hot Italian sausage, onions. I like anchovies. I mean, I'll just gobble.
I don't like anchovies.
I do. Boy, I just love anchovies.
They taste bad.
I think they're good.
No.
They're fish.
They taste bad.
Yeah, goofy. Yeah, the kids don't like them. I always just put it on my little corner. I'll take like 1/4 of it and I'll just deck mine out with the anchovies. One thing I don't like on pizza is pineapple.
I like pineapple.
I
on
know you
pizza.
guys do. All everybody here in the family likes the pineapple on the pizza.
It
To
tastes
me,
good.
it just ruins the pizza. It's just I see pineapple on it. I don't even want to look at it.
It tastes good.
Okay, that's your taste buds,
Try
Mister.
it for once.
Mr. Long Hair.
No.
Come on up and show me your long hair.
No. Oh.
Look at this guy. He's got a mop. I didn't want to do. Oh, what are you doing, you goofy? What are you doing, Goofy? Oh, you're my buddy, aren't you? I love you, Mister. My handsome little buddy. He's my good boy. I like these kids. If I ask them to do something, they just drop whatever they're doing, jump up and do it, which is pretty cool. I have a little bit of trouble some days getting around. You know, with this back, I'm bent over now. It's bad. I can't go to a chiropractor. You know, they said that's a no-no because this chemo makes your bones brittle. And they said, you get a crack in the bone, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So they don't want me going anywhere near a chiropractor. They said, once the chemo quits, they said 3 months before you even think of a chiropractor. And they said it would be better if you waited 6. Yeah, you're the same as me, Wes. That's pretty much about what I like to put on my pizzas. I like the black olives on there and the hot sausage. I don't like to put ham or anything like that. And I see people putting ham and all that. That ham is not a pizza topping. Neither is pineapple. Now, pineapples, I love them. We buy a pineapple, a couple of them a week, and we just sit there with the fork. My wife will cut them up, put a big pile in there, and then we just start going after it. We suck that baby up. Maddie likes to put salt on his. I got to watch the salt because of the kidneys. But I could just eat the heck out of a pineapple. I've eaten a whole pineapple all by myself. I just love them. There's just something about them. And we eat that core too. We don't cut the center portion out. You know, that's, to me, that is just delicious. That's one of the best fruits. We do a lot of fruit here. You know, we just got some, we were at the store the other day and they had some cherries in there. And boy, did they really look nice. And they just ripened. Come on.
I planted the cherry tree.
Okay, they just ripened. And boy, they got sweet as can be. Really good cherries. We got some good grapes. We go to this Giant Eagle up in Berea. And it seems like they got the best meat. There's also Aldi's. Aldi's got some pretty good meat up there, but not all the time. They got their own butcher shop up at the Giant Eagle. And they're constantly bringing it out and putting it in the display case. Or you can ask them to cut a piece off. And, you know, it's expensive. I saw 2 steaks in there for $39. You know, 2 rib steaks, $39. It's like, gosh, dang. Prices really got crazy. Maddie, when we first got here, we were always splitting a steak, huh, Maddie? And now I look at the price. You know, I was going to just say, what the heck, I'm going to go ahead and get them anyway. And when I seen $39, it was like, forget that. And I don't care what anyone says. I think that the best steak you can get out of a cow is that dang rib steak. It's got the most flavor. And if you don't overcook them, yeah, $39 was too much money. So I didn't buy them this time. You know, sometimes I'll splurge and get them because we all like them. You know, we'll buy a couple steaks, cook them up, and then we chop it into pieces. And we all split it. You don't need much, but the rib steaks, those are my favorite anyway. You'll be.
You sleepy?
Yeah, it's nice to see old Paulie popped in there. You ought to check out his channel. He does reviews on stuff to eat, pizzas and chips and popcorn and stuff like that.
Ask him, does he like pineapple on pizza?
Who?
Polly, does he like pineapple on pizza?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the heck they were charging per pound at the store. I really didn't look at it because as soon as I seen $39, I just got out of it. We did buy a really nice chuck roast though. There was a really nice chuck roast in there, and I didn't even look at the price. I said, "Boy, that's the nicest chuck roast I've seen in a long time," and we loved that. You know, that's going to be our Sunday dinner. You know, always have. And I don't care if Faye makes it synagogue style or my mother's style. You know, with the potatoes and onions and carrots and stuff and celery. But when I was at the store, I forgot to grab some celery. Well, I saw it there, and when I go shopping, I grab stuff. Well, what happened was I was going to push a cart and we were going to walk to the store, but Faye was with me, and she tends to look stuff over. She says, "Oh, that's too expensive." It's what it is. You got to pay it. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Wes. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I like get the kids a lot of fruits. They like them Gala apples. I got them a bunch of oranges, bananas. And I try to get the ones starts with the 9. You know, if it's five numbers and it starts with the 9, that means it's organic. They're not using any chemicals on it. And sometimes you get these ones that start with the 4. They don't even taste right. It was like the other day. I hadn't had a Pepsi since I was in the Philippines, and I thought I'm going to get myself a bottle of Pepsi. And in the Philippines, they're made with sugar. You know, it says carbonated water, sugar. Well, in this country, it says carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, and it doesn't even taste good. I couldn't finish it. I didn't want it. I took a swig of it, and I'm like, man, this is horrible. You know, what the heck? But that's what they put in everything. They put this high fructose corn syrup, and that's some nasty stuff for your system. You know, they talk about somebody getting diabetes. Phew. Well, I'm going to hit the hay here pretty soon. I just figured I'd get on there and say howdy to you guys. Thanks for popping in, everybody. And I'm going to go ahead and end the live now, but hopefully they won't get the old Trumpy. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got a message shelf review. Benny, hi, baby. Yeah, good thing you held that for review.
Okay, that's so loud.
Yeah, Wes, it's better when they're made out of sugar.
Oh, I was kidding.
All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. You all take care. Thanks for popping in, and we'll talk to you again down the road.